Okay.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Be Ready Sports Podcast. We are live here for episode 45, y'all. 45. And once again, we want to thank all of you guys who's been tuning in for all our 45 episodes. Welcome to the best episode that we've have done. Yeah, Caleb. The best episode is the episode that we're on. That's that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, as y'all know, unless y'all been under a rock or haven't been following us, and if you haven't, shame on you. But I do thank y'all for tuning in. We are one first announcement that I want to give to you. We are right now at 171 subscribers. Um, for us being on here for geez, 2.5 months, I think that's pretty good. So I want to thank all of you guys that's been subscribing and following us. Thank you, and everyone you come on, you support all the elite athletes that we have, and today is no different. And second, thanks to the B, I almost said thanks to the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Jeez Louise, not to be ready. Well, not what I was going to say, but thanks to Beats by the One production, we will debut a new theme song that's custom made for the Be Ready Sports Podcast, and we're gonna do that special on our 50th episode. So y'all tune in on that 50th episode, and y'all gonna see our new custom made theme song produced by the Beats by the One production. So shout out to my brother Travell Richardson, who's been a huge supporter of the podcast and everything. But enough with all that. Let's let y'all know who we bring into the stage today. Y'all see that nice little smiley face right there, but don't let that face fool you, man. He will cook your son on the basketball court, so don't get it twisted. Nah, but coming to the stage is a class of 2032 elite athlete. He's a leader on and off the floor. He's a floor general and a sharpshooter. Don't leave him open. Please don't leave them open. Well, you can if you want to take the ball out the net. That's up to y'all. He plays for JO3 Elite. I hope I got that right. And he has been at some of the top tournaments on the circuit. Myrtle Beach is one of them, and we'll talk about that. But coming to the stage once again, I'm going to give y'all stand on your feet and welcome special guest today, Kaleb Reynolds. Caleb, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, just for the icebreaker, tell them a little bit about you, Caleb.
So y'all already heard, I'm class of 2032. I play for JL3. I will cook your son. And I'm an elite player, and I just want to Go ball this year.
Yep. And right now he's enjoying his summer and his Saturday. But he's taking time out of his busy schedule, as you can see from the background, to bless you guys with his presence on the Be Ready Sports podcast. So we're honored to have you today, Caleb. All right.
Yes.
So before we get into the nitty gritty, and let everybody know about you, I want to talk about a few things out here. Okay, that's going on in your sport. So first thing I want to highlight is um, this is from CBS Sports Instagram. Um, these are the top five highest paid players in the NBA this year. So coming next season, you got number five. You got Joel Embiid at 62.6 million, and Steph Curry, also tied 62.6 million. You got Jason Tatum pulling in at number three at 62.8 million. You got SGA coming off an MVP season at 68.1 million. And then you got Devin Booker at 72.5 million. And that's a lot of bread that's been thrown around.
For sure.
Um, so what do you think about so what is your opinions about this, Caleb? Do you think these players are warranted of this amount, or think they're getting paid too much?
Um, I think one of them, which is Joel Embiid, got paid too much because I feel like he didn't give his all on the court, and he got injured too much, and he should have just stayed a little bit more healthy, took more care of his body. That's what I feel.
Okay, hey, Joel, if you listening, hey, that's coming from the youth, man. That's looking up to you. The best um, ability is what? Availability.
Availability.
Got to be there. But also look at Boston. Jason Tatum is more than likely is going to be out majority of next season, if not all of next season, and they still got to cough up 62.8 million. That's a lot of money to pay to somebody that's not going to be able to play.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think they should bump that down a little bit, especially of what he did against. I think was in New York.
Yeah, New York was the last series.
They didn't.
No,
He
no,
didn't really give too much.
no, no. Indiana was the last series.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he got hurt in the Indiana series.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he really gave too much.
a lot of people felt that way. That if he's the leader on the team, that they felt like that he should have gave more.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I felt like they were selling for he was selling too much for 3 pointers instead of getting to the basket.
Yeah. For sure.
And but you know what? We're going to speak of irony, Caleb. He blew his Achilles against the Pacers,
Yeah.
and then Holly blew his Achilles in the finals,
Mhm.
and then Dame blew his Achilles against what? Against who? The Pacers.
The Pacers. Yeah.
So I think how ironic is that? And they all wear the same number, 0. How
Yeah.
ironic is that, man?
I don't know. I think number 0 is a curse, and then Jeremiah Fears coming on that number at the Pelicans.
Jeremiah Fears, man, he gonna be a dog out there, man. Pelicans,
Yeah.
they're gonna be different this year. Um, I mean, they got depth now. In case Zion, flakes out and don't come in shape again. You got Jeremiah Fears and you got Derek Queen as well. So they got a lot of depth there. Jordan Poole trade. They got Jordan Poole there, so they're a little bit younger.
Yeah.
So I think the
I
Pelicans
really,
are gonna be a little bit.
I really like Pelican squad. They're gonna be a pretty solid team next year.
And yeah, they're gonna be a young, solid squad. They're gonna be one of them scary ones
Yeah.
that you never know what you're gonna get. But just to pivot on this one, I'm not going to talk too much about it because everything is not concrete yet. But I want to talk about Michael Beasley, who just was got relieved out of his contract by the Detroit Pistons. This is not 100% that he's banned from the NBA, but he is. But the Pistons did withdraw his contract due to the gambling allegations on Michael Beasley. So I'm not the type of person. I don't judge nobody. I don't know his situation. It's easy to say, man, you crazy. You a millionaire. Why you gambling on the sport? But you know, with with
Yeah.
but since I have a youth sports on here, I'm not going to talk too much about sports gambling. Even though it's legal in a lot of states. But I just want to get your opinion on this because you're an up and coming basketball player, and this is something that happened in your sport that you're going into. So I don't know if you've been following the Michael Beasley story, but there are rumors that he owes a lot of money to a lot of these gambling sites. So what are your thoughts on Michael Beasley? And do you think his career in the NBA is over?
Um, I don't really know too much about it, the situation, what's going on, but as far as like owing people, I really think he should. He could have another chance, but I feel like he got to make up for it.
Yeah, but the NBA don't play on gambling on the sport.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with the referee Tom Donaghy, who got permanently banned from the NBA. So they don't play around when it comes to that. So, and he's young. He's still he's still in his prime years.
Yeah.
You know, and it'd be different if he's not like he's not a mega star like LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry. He's not on that level. So if he this could hurt his career and even trying to go to another league. So
Yeah.
that's pretty. I don't know, but I just wanted to highlight that one. But this one right here, this next one I'm going to bring up is I really want to get your thoughts. So I found this article from Ball Don't Stop and Mama Basketball 2024 Instagrams. If you're not following the Mama Basketball 2024, which is 100% about Kobe being Bryant, I would highly recommend you checking it out because you get a lot of facts on Kobe. So a lot of facts on Kobe, but this one caught my attention, and I wanted to talk about this on the show. And I wish my co-host was here. I wanted to get his input on it, but he'll be on next week, so I'll save it for him. But this says, imagine if this happened in today's social media era. So let me give a quick little breakdown. In February of 2003. Kobe had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 40-point games. 46 versus the Knicks, 42 versus Denver, 51 against Denver, 44 against the Spurs, 40 against the Knicks again, 52 against Houston, 40 against Utah, 40 again against Portland, and 41 against Seattle. That was OKC. That's OKC in today.
Mm-hmm.
But Seattle, and then in 2005 and 2006, um, these are not made up. He scored 62 points in 32 minutes. He had 60 games in that stretch with 50 plus points. He had 27 games with 40 plus points. He scored 48 points in 35 minutes. He averaged 43 points per game in the month of January, and then he averaged 42 points per game in April. This is when he. This is also the year he scored. This is all one season, y'all. He also scored 81. That's the year he scored 81 points against Toronto. He scored 55 in the second half of that game. He had 2,800 total points for the season. He had four straight 40-point games, and he did it three times in that season. That's insane. And then you followed up the season after that. He had in 2006 and 2007, he had 18 games with 40 plus, 10 games with 50 plus. In March alone, he scored 65 against Portland, 50 against Minnesota, 60 against Memphis, 50 against the Hornets, and four times in a row he did that four times in a row. 43 points against the Warriors and 52 points against Houston. So 1 month, he had nine straight 40 plus points games in 2003, 2005, and 2006. Crazy year. I believe that's his MVP year. And in 2006 and 2007. So imagine if he did. This is pre-social media era though, Caleb. So just imagine today somebody in the NBA right now that did this. How bad do you think the social media would be on fire over this?
I mean, I think like being on TikTok, I think there'll be a lot of edits of this of him scoring. I mean, the internet would just be going crazy, talking trash about a lot of teams. As much as he's scoring on those teams too is kind of wild.
Yeah, especially that 81 point game. Imagine if there was podcast, if it was social media and podcast era back then. As soon as that happened, boy, it would break the internet. No, that would
Yeah.
break the internet. But this was pre-social media. But what do you think, man? This tells us a lot about Kobe Bean. Man, what are your thoughts about these stretch of games where man he just went ballistic?
I mean, he some of these games he kept his composure, and sometimes he did a lot of ball hogging. Cause ain't no way you had 81 in one game and 55 in one half. That's like 55 is more is more points than some of the games that he had alone.
Yeah, I think that was in the 81 point game. He had 55 in that second half.
Yeah.
That means he had close to 40 at halftime already. That's crazy. That's crazy. And disclaimer: this is all without Shaq. In February of 2003, he went on that run when Shaq was injured, and the only reason why he didn't get 10 straight was because Phil Jackson told him with Shaq coming back, um, that hey, we're losing the big fella, feed him the ball. So Kobe took a back seat. So it was his choice to not continue that stretch in February of 2003.
Yeah.
So that's going into it to being also putting team first instead of individual. So just imagine if Kobe was all about his stats. If he wanted to, he could have shattered all the scoring records if he wanted to, in my opinion. Just on these numbers alone. In 2005 and 2006, that was pretty much a necessity. They needed those buckets because the team wasn't top tier at that time. And the same thing with '06 and '07. I think that was before. That was the year they got. That was before they got Paul Gasol. So they were a little bit better in '06 and '07, but '05 and '06 they were still on it. So all these buckets were by necessity. So he does what needs to be done. So Caleb, can you go on a tear like this?
Shoot, be a lot of A lot of days in the gym.
Kobe was Kobe was Kobe was 101, one of one.
For
But
sure.
shout out to Bean, man. You still, I mean, you still to this day, with the youth of today, you still motivating them, and you still, they still looking up to you, man. May you rest in peace. But last story that I want to talk about. Um, yeah, I don't talk about this man too much on this podcast, because everybody else do, and I don't need to talk about him to move the needle on my channel. But but this is about my Lakers, so I'm going to talk about it, and I'm just going to I'll get your opinion on this, Caleb. So unless you been under a rock, like I always say, just give you let me give you a heads up. The Lakers traded for Luca last season, by the trade deadline. They traded, and they traded out Anthony Davis and Christie and Max
Max.
Christie, and they got Luca, Maxi Kleber, and one of the Morris twins. So basically, the Lakers are moving into the future, for Luka Doncic, and apparently, right now, LeBron James and the Lakers front office are not seeing eye to eye right now. So the Lakers made it known to LeBron and Clutch Sports that LeBron James is going to be, looked as an expiring contract next year, and we all know what happens with expiring contracts. And LeBron James's camp feel like he felt like for all that he's done for the Lakers, he feels disrespected, right now, by how everything is going on, and there's not too much, talks going on between LeBron and the front office. LeBron did pick up his, player option, for this year, his 52 million, which means he will undoubtedly be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the 2025-2026 season, which is the first time in his career that he's ever picked up that option. So things are not going LeBron James' way, and so like it says here, um, so we start off with the sell of the team. As we know, um, the Bus family, sold the team to Mark. I think his name is Mark Walter, I believe. But he is the owner of the World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah, that sounds good. That rolls off your tongue. Go ahead and say it, Caleb. World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. It feels good coming off. Go ahead and
World
say it.
Series law champions Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes, sir. Man, don't it sound good to say that? But now he's the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, and he's all about championships, and that's part of the Laker culture. So Laker fans were excited about the move. So we're looking to tie Boston soon in those banners. But but getting back to the overlay here, it says when the Bus family sold the Lakers, Luka Doncic was given a heads up on the news, but LeBron James was not informed. So what do you think about this, Caleb?
So, what I think about this? Wait, so wasn't it that his like contract is getting expired?
Yeah, he's on the last year of his contract. He's on the last year, but when they say they're treating you as an expiring contract, that means they're looking at you. You're not in the future of the team. You're not in the future. That means they're looking at your salary is coming off the books. So you're either going to get traded, which is going to be very difficult at 52 million and 41 years old, or you can do a contract buyout.
I mean,
So
if I was LeBron, I would try to be a free agent too, cause I know a lot of teams would try to go pick him up,
But according to,
and
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, this is the first time ever in LeBron's career that he's ever been treated this way. And a lot of Laker fans are cheering. They want him out the door. But at the end of the day, he did bring a championship to LA. Um, but but everybody, a lot of people are not respecting it, not counting it. They're calling it the bubble ring. And then you've been in the league 7 years. You've been in there seven with this team 7 years. And Lakers is all about championships. So yeah, we you got to the Western Conference Finals once, but the exits is what the ownership and the fan base are looking for, and they're trying to pivot into another direction. But that's not all. I think I said this already, but it also LeBron James felt the Lakers didn't fully value everything he had done for them in the midst of shifting their focus to Luka Doncic. Um, what do you think about that? Do you think the Lakers are not fully valuing LeBron James, or do you think he's just trying to start, you know, drama?
I mean, I feel for LeBron because I feel like they're trying to build a team around Luka because they feel like LeBron's too old and he hasn't done anything for them when he brought a championship to them, and he's
Yeah,
still giving them stuff.
yeah. He did bring a championship. That is, or you can't deny that. They're the first mid season champions as well. I still can't believe they hung that banner up. That makes no damn sense. But um, but on the but on the other but on the other side, number one, they drafted your son when they didn't have to. Two, they they made moves. They picked up players to make you happy, to make him happy, and and they still flopped. Like they've been wanting to get DeMar DeRozan in LA for three years, and he wanted LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook. They went to Russell Westbrook instead to make him happy, and we know how that ended up. So there's an argument that you can go both ways with it. Like I can understand how he feels, but also understand you got to understand organizations as well. They said that 8 years, it's time to move into another direction.
Yeah.
And then the last one says all signs point to the Lakers wanting to move on from LeBron by spring of 2026, which by spring of 2026 is the trade deadline. Is the trade deadline in February. So there is the way they're talking. They're not even going to wait till the end of next season. That's about the trade deadline. That LeBron's going to be with another team. And Clutch Sports said LeBron is looking to. He wants to win another championship. So we'll see how that goes. Um, but another another soap opera in LA next year. They can't get Caleb. They can't get away from the soap opera. But all right. Oh, oh. I think he went. I think we lost connection. All right. I think we lost. I think Caleb lost connection. When he gets that back up, we'll bring him back to the stage. But what we're gonna do now when he gets back on, we're gonna start the Q&A with him, and so y'all will get to know Caleb. Guys in the chat, we just got through talking about the Lakers and the LeBron situation. Go ahead and give your thoughts in the chat about what you think about that situation. Do you think it's going to get messy? Do you think it's going to get worse before it gets better, or do you think um, or do you think LeBron is right for how he feels, but he feels like the Lakers are treating him bad with them pivoting to Luca? Or do you side with the organization that feels like, hey, we've given you 8 years, we've given you everything that you wanted, and yet um, we haven't seen a lot of uh, you know a lot of accomplishments. So, who do y'all think is in the right? Who you think in the wrong, or do you think is over exaggeration? Oh, Caleb's back. Hey, Caleb.
Good.
All right, sorry, man, we lost you for a second,
Yeah.
but we're gonna go ahead and start the Q&A portion of the show. So, Caleb, what do you prefer on offense or defense?
Offense.
All right, and why offense?
Because I can go attack and get a bucket.
Get a bucket, just like Kobe did, right on the on that slide that we showed earlier, man. Yeah, yeah. You gotta. Hey, you can't win without buckets. All right. And what are your strengths as a basketball player? Like, what are the things that you're good at?
Leading my team, uplifting them, uh, playing defense, giving them offense, like giving everything I can.
Okay. That's what's up. So so you more of that leader that you take the responsibility of the team on your shoulders.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And what are your goals out of basketball? Like, what are your long term goals? Like, what do you want to get out of it, out of the sport?
I want to get some D1 offers, get some scholarships, go to the NBA, be a great player.
Okay. So now, if you, what is your top three schools if you for D1 that you would like to attend? Um,
I would like to attend Duke, OU, and Houston.
hey, you my guy. You had me at Duke, man. That's my favorite college basketball team, Duke Blue Devils, man. You go to Duke, boy, I'll be on the front row. Like, yep, Be Ready Sports Podcast in the building. Yeah, shout out to Caleb. And and also in the NBA, what is the top three teams that you would love to play for if you're in the NBA?
Really, in the NBA, if I get drafted, I really wouldn't care. I would just love to enjoy the moment. But if I had to pick, it would be Minnesota Timberwolves, OKC, and the Lakers. I just love the Lakers' history.
Hey man, you my guy, man. You said Duke and the Lakers. Oh, you. Oh yeah, you my dude, Caleb. You my dude forever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it don't matter what. Hey man, even if you go to Boston, man, I have to dread. I said I'll never put a Celtic jersey on my body, but if I had to support you, hey, I may have to do it. I may have to do it, even if you go to Boston, man. But I will always support your journey, man. Especially on draft night. I might not, even if I can't make it in attendance. Just know that I will be that the Be Ready Sports Podcast will be live. It's like, yep. Our alumni is we're live and in color getting drafted right now.
Yeah.
I can't, man. That's one show I can't wait to produce. So if I can do that for you, Caleb, then man, that'll be an honor. I
Yes,
would love
sir.
to see it. I would love to see it. So getting back on back to your Q&A. So how old were you when you first started playing basketball?
3 years old.
3 years old. Man, you were just not learning how to walk. You know what
Yeah.
I was you know what I was doing at 3 years old?
What?
I don't even remember. I know I wasn't playing. I know I wasn't hooping at 3 years old. So that means right now you a seasoned vet.
Yes, sir.
7 years in. Man, that's a
Yep.
veteran. All right. So how was it getting started at 3 years old, man? Because a lot of people didn't start at three. So how was it your journey starting at three?
I mean, it was just fun. I was just there like for an activity because I wasn't really serious about it. I don't even think anybody was serious about it at the time of 3.
Yeah, I don't think no 3 year olds be like, yeah, man, I want to be the next Michael Jordan or the next coach. I don't think no 3 year old has ever said that. And if somebody has said that, I think they capping. I don't think no 3 year old. But how old was it when you realized that, hey, I'm gonna take basketball serious and I want to do something with basketball? When did that light switch click off in your head?
I was probably like 7 years old. I was playing up a year, and I was like, yeah, I want to go. This is gonna be my goal. I want to make it to the NBA.
At 7 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
And when did you start playing AAU?
I think I was about like 6 or 7.
Oh, so around the time you hit the AAU circuit, you was like, oh yeah, yeah, I love this. I want to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give a shout out to your tell everybody what teams you were playing on at three, and give a shout out to your coaches that helped get you started.
Whenever I was 3, I was like, I wasn't even playing for AAU, so I was playing for like the YMCA and stuff. So shout out to the YMCA for having me start basketball. I'm gonna shout out to my dad, Coach Keese.
And shout out to Coach Keys.
Coach
So
Mo,
I'm
yeah.
so I'm assuming he's your biggest inspiration
Yeah.
to keep you going. So how has he helped you through your journey? Because I know we always give a shout out to the parents, and we always give a shout out to parents because if there's no elite athlete without an elite parents. I mean, because they're working just as hard as you. They're working. So how has dad helped you through your journey so far?
My dad has helped me with like getting all this gear, making me get on these teams, helping me to be good, taking me to the gym every day, putting up a lot of shots, just a lot of things.
That's what's up. So let's fast forward to 7 years old when you started taking it seriously. What was that? Which tournament or game you were in or showcase you were at when you had that moment? And you was like, man, yeah, this is me. This is where I belong. This is home.
I think I just came and won a tournament, and then I was like watching like OKC play, and I was like, yeah, that's where I want to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to OKC, man. Shout out to OKC. They're actually playing basketball the right way.
Yeah.
You know, they're not out there just jacking up threes. They're playing team defense. They're getting to the cup and they're playing together. So that's why hey, they're the best team in the league last year. So that's a great team to look at to follow.
Yeah.
But so so let's go from 7 to now because of course now, like I said, you're a seasoned veteran, 7 years in. Um, so you already know what you want to do. You already got your path. You already got your path situated. So how was that transition from 7 years old when you knew that you want to do this to where you get now? So how did you make that adjustment to be
Um,
like I wanna take it seriously to actually taking it seriously?
Started going to the gym for more hours, putting up even more shots. Having my own routine. Just a
That's
lot of things.
oh that's good. Hey, for y'all listening that's trying to get into basketball, yeah, that is important. Get your routine that makes you that helps you get comfortable, but don't let it get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Always push yourself. So, what is your biggest motivator in basketball? Like, what gets you going every day? Like, what gets you going? I know your goal is to make it to the NBA, but what's your motivator every day? Because not every day you want to get up and you feel like going to practice or going to the gym. We always have them days.
Um, my dad, like sometimes whenever I slack off, my dad's like, "Come on, let's go to the gym," and I'm like, "Man, I know, I know I know it's hard, but it's gonna help me in the long run.
A lot of the greats have said those those are the best days to work out. The days that you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Those are the best days. Because if you do that one time, you ruined your career. Because that one time going to turn into two, and two would turn into four, and then four would turn into eight. The next thing you know, you months out of the gym. So yeah, that's why they say that. So speaking of your routine, what does your training slash practice schedule look like during the week?
So I'll wake up, eat breakfast, of course, probably chill around, go train at probably like 12, and then wait till practice, and then my practice starts at like 6:30, so that's when I'll be ready.
You're the first person to answer the question correctly. Everybody always say, yeah, Monday I go to the gym, Tuesday I do this, Wednesday team practice. You're the first person to answered it correctly. Shout out to you, Caleb, man. You one of one. You one of one. All right. So what is the some of the biggest tournaments that you've been in, like your top three tournaments
Uh,
you've been in?
I'll say Myrtle Beach, of course, great vacation spot.
Oh yeah.
Never Walk on the Hardwood, Missouri, Kansas. A lot of great hoop gyms, the Hy-Vee Arena. Uh, my third, I'll probably go with the Invite Tournament, the one that I'm at right now. It's a very great team, very great, what's called tournament with very smoky teams, so I could play a lot of the top teams.
That's the first time I ever heard somebody refer to a team as smoky. Shout out to my man Caleb, man. You're the second person that talked to the about the Battle of the Hardwood in Missouri. S3 was on. I think when did I have S3 on? I think last week. He was on, and he participated in that event as well. So shout out. So out of those three, which one is your favorite?
My favorite is, I'll probably go with Myrtle Beach because once it's said again, I'm gonna say it again. Great vacation spot, and I just love the gyms, and they gave out a lot of good gear too.
Okay, yeah, and it's a good rub down there too. You go get some top comp down there in
Yeah,
Myrtle Beach, man. And all you elite athletes, that's what y'all feed on competition, man. Y'all don't want to be, man. It's fun in games to beat people by 50, but that's not what you look for when you put those shoes on, lace them up. You want some competition. You want to go up against another dog. You know,
yeah,
you know, it'll get boring, and the joy of the sport will go away if you're beating everybody by 50.
yeah. Like I played against the top 14, number 4 team in the country, and I dropped 20.
Yes,
I'm just trying. I'm an underdog right now, so I'm trying to be like top. I'm gonna let people know my name, trying to get some exposure.
hey, stay hungry, man. Don't never lose that hunger, man. Keep that underdog attitude. Kobe did, and look how it worked out for him. Kobe always kept that underdog attitude,
Mhm.
and Hall of Famer, multi-champion, MVP, nine-time defensive player. I almost said nine-time defensive player of the year. Oh my goodness, I almost capped. Nine-time defensive first team. You can't be a host of a podcast and capping on camera, right? Caleb would have been like, He would have did the Matumbo to me. Caleb would have been like, no, 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 no. He wasn't a nine-time defensive player of the year. What are you smoking? Nah, nah. But serious. But get back on the serious tip. Like, yeah, um, keeping that underdog attitude that worked. You know, that worked out for him. That worked out for Ant Man. That worked out for Steph Curry. Um, keep that edge. You know, sometimes some players are so insane they make up stuff just to keep them in edge when there's nothing there to be upset about. Just to give you talk about one, Magic Johnson. He was one that used to do that just to give him up, get him up for a game. He'd just be like, "Oh, they was talking some mess about me, talking about they was gonna shut me down. I'm about to go out here and drop 30, and they ain't said
Magic.
nothing about him."
It's that Magic Johnson and Larry Bird beef.
Yeah. Oh, Larry Bird is known for that. He finds something for every game. Larry Bird used to find something for every game to give a reason. So I'm gonna have to do a whole show on here about Larry Bird. That's the only Celtic I got a lot of respect for.
Yeah.
Larry Bird. Man, that dude was cold. Cold basketball player. Like cold. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, man. You're getting me back into my youth. Getting me back into my memories of watching those guys hoop. Watching those guys hoop. So Myrtle Beach, your number one. Um, number one tournament. You went what last year? You went last year there?
Yeah. No, this year, this year.
I mean this year. Why am I thinking about that? This year. Yeah, this year. So how was the tournament this year for you down there?
I mean, it was my first time going, so it was a great experience. A lot of top teams there, so I liked the competition, and it was just some good work. Very fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let's pivot to the showcases. What are how about showcase? What are the top three showcases you've been in or camps?
Uh, so first is gonna be John Lucas. Second, Coast to Coast. Third, I'll put Balls Life there.
Ball is live. Okay, both of them are great camps. Um, a lot of comp down there too. If you ain't gonna put your kids in one of those three, you better do it. But John Lucas, legend in the game. Your kid's gonna learn a lot from him. Out of those three, though, which one was your favorite?
John Lucas. I play for his team, so gotta represent.
I should have known, right? I should have known, right? But I had I gotta ask. I gotta ask. So what's it like getting the knowledge from getting a lot from a legend like John Lucas, man, because he has a lot of basketball knowledge.
Yeah, he teaches
Ton.
a lot of great stuff, and if you haven't been to one of his one of his camps, you need to go. Like it's fun. It's what's that? Like I don't know. It just helps you like great basketball. It helps you get great basketball IQ.
Oh yeah. Oh, so they teach you the mental side
Yeah.
of it as well. And that's number one. I always see basketball is about 90% mental, 10% physical. So X's and O's and all that good stuff. So what was so I gotta ask you, coming out every player has their coming out moment when they get into a game and they just hot. Can't miss. And you just get that feeling like I don't ever want the game to end. So what was your coming what was your I call them the coming out moment. So when was your coming out moment? Like that game that where
Mom was like in third grade, and we were in the MSI tournament down here in Texas, and I had 10 threes, and I didn't want the game to end because I was on fire and I just wanted to get more.
10 threes, that's your high, 10 threes? Man,
Yeah.
that is crazy, man. Man, there ain't gonna be no more 3-point records by the time Caleb get in there, man. Steph, the way Steph, you got to. I don't know how many of these youth tournaments you've been to, but every game these kids are hitting multiple 3-pointers. Like their shooting now is way better than it was 20 years ago. So those records, those shooting records that you got, Steph, these guys are coming for it. These guys are coming for it. So 10 threes, that's what, 30 points just on 3-point shots.
Yeah,
How did you feel at the end of that game?
great. It was it was kind of like kind of cool because I was third grade at the time, 10 years old, 10, 9, around there.
Man, that's insane. I wish I was at that game. I like not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. Go ahead, 10 threes. So that's the wonderful thing to hear when you have the ball in your hand, the whole gym yell shooter.
Yeah.
I know that's a wonderful feeling. Wonderful feeling. All right, last question. Last question, Caleb. What are your hobbies outside of basketball?
My hobbies outside. Playing the game. I love playing the game like as a hobby. Something fun to do. Go play outside, go hoop, and play with my friends outside too. And fishing.
That's that's a good stress reliever right there, fishing. What's the biggest one you caught in your life?
Uh, Probably like a 4 pound bass.
Ooh, that thing was fighting with you, I bet.
Pretty hard. I had to have my papa pull it up though, cause
Yeah, them things fight with you. Them things be scrapping. Boy,
yeah,
boy, boy.
I was pretty weak. So I was like 9 years old when I pulled it up, and I was pretty weak. And I remember I had to do like 100 push-ups one night just to get stronger.
Hey, that's fine, man. Hey, but them fish, man, they put up a fight. Like they be fighting with you so hard, you think you're reeling up a 100 pounder, and then just here it come a 5 pound bass come out the water, and you're just like, man, I'm over here scrapping, fighting with this thing this hard. That's what's up. All right, so Caleb, you ready to get into the fun portion? This is the show and tell portion of the
Yeah.
show. Well, we get to show your highlights and a couple of your photos here, and then you just tell us about it. Okay.
But
We just have a couple here, so let's start with the first one. There's you. Um, do you remember? Man, I like those uniforms. By the way, that gives me the college basketball vibe right there.
yeah,
Like, you want to know what college that I'm talking about?
Duke,
Well, not Duke, UConn.
UConn. Yeah, they have a
Yeah,
great organization too.
yeah. But that gives me the UConn and Kansas feel
Yeah.
about those uniforms. But look at you, man. You like you about to drop a bucket on somebody. Do you remember what tournament you were at here?
I actually wasn't in a tournament. It was a circuit, made hoop circuit.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
was on the made hoops, man. That's big. I didn't even ask you about the circuits you've been on. Shame on me.
yeah,
So is that one? Have you ever played in the 3SSB or the
yeah.
Nike?
I played in the 3SSB and made hoops. Not Nike yet, but it's coming soon.
Yeah. So now that you're in middle school, um, those junior circuits are going to be pretty big, and you're going to see a lot
Yeah,
now that you're in middle school, especially if you get on the junior EYBL circuit. It gets crazy down there. My co-host, his brother's on the 3SSB circuit for high school right now, so and they're actually in Atlanta this weekend. So shout out to them. So
hmm
you said this one was on the made hoop circuit. Do you remember do you remember what game this is from?
I think we're playing against Houston Hoops.
Okay. And how did that turn out for you guys?
I mean, we lost by 1 point in overtime, a missed shot, and we just kept our heads up. But Dropped 20 that game, so I was pretty proud of myself. I did my thing, and we played again, and we beat them next time. So
Y'all learn from that first. Y'all learned from the first one. Like man, I wish I would have saw that game, man. Those overtime games come down to the wire, last possession. Those are tough games. And this one, which from the show, yeah, they go my man again. Yeah, I think it look like you about to shoot some free throws,
yeah,
man. I gotta ask you though, man, who was you looking at?
whenever whenever I be shooting my free throws, I do my little routine. I look at the ground, like, cause I do like 4 pound dribbles. I look at the ground, and then I look up at the hoop.
And it looked like you was looking at somebody and you was like, man, how is he hooping in those, man? No, I'm just trying to be funny. But no, I know how it is when you get those routines, man.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. And for those that don't understand why you guys have your free throw routine, explain to them what's the reason why basketball players have their free throw routines.
A lot of basketball players have, well, what I think a lot of basketball players, why a lot of basketball players have a free throw routine is because they feel comfortable with it, and as they keep on doing the same routine, it helps them make the shot. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. Another thing, it calms your nerves too.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it calms your nerves at that free throw line. So and it gets you loose and get ready for that shot.
yeah,
That's what's up. So you ready to get into your footage?
yeah.
Normally, what we do at this point, we normally have you show them your rings, your medals, and things of that nature. But obviously, you're not at home, so
No.
we're gonna have to skip that option. But this is what we normally do at this point. But before I bring up your footage, this is a question I ask all my hoopers. Obviously, your number's 3.
Hmm.
And I know there's a story behind why you choose that number. So, why is number 3 your number?
Number 3 is my number is because I have 3 siblings, so I just want to represent. Well, I have 2, but like, there's 3 of us, and we all like, you know, it's just like a family thing.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. All about fam, man. Fam is number one. And you hit 10 of these in one game.
But tell
So
him to
that
come on.
Yeah, tell me.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna grab.
so 3 is also 3-point shot that you hit. Uh oh, we lost Caleb again. All right, so that was the Q&A Q&A portion of the podcast. Um, we don't. Well, Caleb will be back soon. I guess he has some technical difficulties right then and there. While we're live on the Be Ready Sports podcast. So what we got to do is pivot. So we learned a lot about my man Caleb. Um, he's played like you said, John Lucas, JL3 Elite. My man John Lucas is a legend of the game. So lot of respect, lot of respect for John Lucas, who's a third generation, uh, who's a third generation basketball player. John Lucas. Father John Lucas II is also a retired professional basketball player, and his coach. So my man Caleb is playing for basketball royalty there with my man John Lucas. Just for y'all know John Lucas, the second, which is John Lucas III's father. He played for the University of Maryland. He was the number 1 overall pick in the 1976 NBA draft and played in the NBA for 14 years. John Lucas II also coached in the NBA. He was also an assistant coach for the Houston Rockets, where he worked also as an executive. What you didn't know at University of Maryland that he also was a tennis player there. But now let's talk about Kaleb's coach, John Lucas III. John Lucas III played college ball at Baylor and Oklahoma State, and he played 8 years in the NBA. Um, He currently works. He's a player development coach for the Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA. So he has a lot of basketball royalty and everything. So he plays for a lot of basketball royalty. So as I stated, Kaleb's coach, John Lucas III, which is what JO3 Elite stands for. Like I said, he played for Baylor and Oklahoma State. Played 8 years in the NBA. Came in the league in 05 and 06. Whoa, that was the same year Kobe went insane with all those points. Played for the Houston Rockets in 05, 06, and 06 and 07. Took a break from the NBA. Came back in 2010 to play for 2 years for the Chicago Bulls. Then the Toronto Raptors after that. Then the Utah Jazz, the Detroit Pistons, and finished his career with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So John Lucas III. John Lucas III is a huge basketball legend. So that's who's coaching my man Kaleb. That's who run. That's what JL Elite stands for. So as you can tell, his coach is a second generation. His coach is a second generation professional athlete, collegiate athlete. He, as you can say, his dad, #1 overall pick, John Lucas II. Great basketball pedigree. That's teaching my man Kaleb. I was just giving him a rundown of your coach and his experience, and so they understand that JL3 is the initials for your coach, John Lucas III.
Yep.
So I was just giving them a rundown and a good little background of your coach's history. So I hope I did him justice. I think he'll tell me if I was off on any of my facts. But before we left you were talking about your number 3, which is kind of ironic that 3 is your number. Play for JL3. 3 is his number as well. So tell him a little. So go ahead and remind him a little of why 3 is your number.
3 is my number because all three of us, like me, my brother, my sister, I just want to represent us, and it's like a thing. It's like a little theme or little tradition that me, my little brother, and my little sister, like my little sister's gonna have #1. My little brother has #2, and I got #3. So.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. You guys gonna have a story to tell when y'all get older. Yeah, especially if all 3 of you guys, go to, get D1, which I'm pretty sure you guys will, and of course if you go pro in whatever sports you guys play. So that'll be a huge story. But let's get into your footage. But before we show your clips, I have a clip here that I show all my guests that I want to get your reaction to. Are you ready to see it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. So what was so what's your reaction on that? Did you see it?
Yeah, nice layup between the legs. Throw it down between the legs. Tough.
Yeah, that shout out to my man Key. He's actually playing in Vegas this weekend with Fadeaway. Um, he was on episode 10. He showed us that, and I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna show this on every episode, man. I've seen East Bays before in the game, but I never seen nobody do it off the dribble like that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But you want to show we want everybody to see your footage.
Yeah.
So we gonna get that going. Have you ever hit an East Bay in the game, Caleb?
One time I didn't throw it between my legs, but I dribbled and then went between my legs and finished the layup. But we were up by like 30, so I was like, let's just have fun with it. Why not?
Just have fun. Yes, sir. I can understand that. All right. You ready for the first one?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Let's get it. And you can talk through it. Let my man go being shifty. Oh, nice fake.
So, step back.
Oh, good recover. Good recover into the three. There you go, pushing it. Oh, good look. Good look up court. And again, nice dime up court. That should have been an and one. Oh, good cut. Good cut. Banger. So what are your thoughts on your highlights there?
Great basketball. Great IQ. Like jab, step, pump fake, shot, cut into the basket whenever I see my teammate has the ball in the middle. Passing the ball. Yeah, just a lot of great things that I did in that game.
Oh yeah. Um, two things that I like. Number one that number one. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see. I'm trying to get that cut that you had to the basket. That was a good jab fake right there to the step back. Let's find it. Let's find it. But that's one of them. Those that right there. That look up court. I like that. You know, um, easy buckets make y'all job easier. That full court, and then that backdoor cut that you made going across when your teammate hit you with the pass. That was the other one. For some reason, I couldn't bring it up, which is weird. All right, you ready for video number two?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can talk through this one. I think I took the audio off. So here we go. There you go, ref. Move out the way. Oh, oh snap! Oh snap! I thought he had a do rag on. When I saw the video, I was like, man, they let anybody ref. This dude got on baggy shorts and a do rag, and I was like, no, that's his braids. Shout out to this ref, man. Shout out to this ref, man. I ain't talking about him, but I swear I thought he had on a do rag. All right, here we go. Let me get back into this video.
Little one-handed
Oh,
pass.
man, I like that. Flow general. Bangers. Let's go ahead and break these down.
Okay.
Oh, can't break down the end of the video. All right, so break this play down.
So
And
my
it's so
teammate,
it's easier to do this in football
yeah,
with a football video. Trying to
I
make it.
play. I used to play quarterback, so it just comes natural.
Yes, sir.
So I get the ball. My teammate rebounds it. I get the ball. I see my teammate cutting to the rim, which was a good cut. Then I just take a one dribble so I don't travel, and then boom, one-handed pass.
And it was on. And that's that quarterback skills because it was on target.
Yeah.
It was on target. It hit him right in his hands. So I'm not surprised when you said you used to play quarterback because that was a quarterback throw right there. It was like that looked like a quarterback scramble. When you're coming up to the line of scrimmage, you see your receiver break loose, then you just shoot right on the run, hitting right in the hands. My man, my man. All right, let me pull up. Let me bring up the next one. All right, you ready for the next one, Caleb?
Yep.
All right, let's get it. Buckets. So I got a question for y'all. Why y'all beat each other up when y'all hit game winners?
I don't know. It's like a thing that my teammates like to do. It's like I just hit a game winner like 2 weeks ago, and I ran to the mat, and they was over there jumping me. It looked like choking me on the side. Yeah, it was crazy.
Disclaimer: they
Look,
weren't really choking them.
yeah,
We gotta put those
looking like I
disclaimers
was
out
about to
here.
get.
Yeah, man. I don't know why. But every time you see game winners, they jump on you. But let's talk about this game winner.
So we're running a play. I'll get between the screens because it's a screenplay. I catch the ball. I look at the time to cause time management. I look and there's like 3 seconds on the clock. So I take one dribble, step back, and then shot.
And it's
It was right in his face too. So I was like,
all net. All net. Is that how many game winners have you hit in your 7 year career so far?
uh, probably say about like 5 or 6 around there.
So you clutch. So you got that clutch gene.
Yeah.
So you got to call you Caleb Clutch.
Yeah.
Caleb Clutch Reynolds. KCR. Caleb Clutch Reynolds. Oh, I got you a nickname. KCR. I got to put that on a t-shirt. KCR. Caleb Clutch Reynolds. Like, I'm like, what the? And that'll work for you because all your friends were like, dude, what's the C stand for? Clutch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clutch. I like that. Are you ready for the last one?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get it. Oh, you can talk through this one too.
Look, it's kind of like the same one, but different ones at the same time.
Yeah, you got that step back three on point. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There it is. So you get to talk about one of your trophies.
So that trophy was the Made Hoops circuit that we won. So got a lot of gear. Shout out to Made Hoops though.
Yeah. Shout out to May Hoops. They're pretty. Their circuit's getting pretty big.
Yeah.
And they sell a lot of merch. Like their gear is getting everywhere. Their gear is getting everywhere. I bet you have some May Hoops gear too.
Yeah, I do. I have a shirt. I have actually, like, whenever we won the tournament, they gave us a compression shirt and that shirt that I got on. And the compression shirt had like champions on the front.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, all right, Kaleb. So, we did the show and tell. We did your Q&A. They learned a lot about you. So, what's left there? What's left to talk about?
I just want to shout out my parents for helping me do all this stuff that I probably wouldn't even be able to do without them, because they pay for all this stuff and help me train and stuff.
Respect. Shout out to your parents. Respect always to them. We haven't had too much going in the chat today. But what we'll do is I'm gonna put the link. The link is in there, but I'm gonna put it back in the chat. If anyone that's watching that wants to come on here, click the link and come on the show. You can talk to Kaleb. You can ask him a question. Give him some words of encouragement, or just tell him how you liked his how he featured on in those videos with the show and tell. So you can go ahead and click that link. You can come on here and talk to Kaleb, but no personal questions, because I'm not going to allow him to answer them. It's about basketball and his journey. Give positive feedback. So go ahead. While we're waiting on somebody to click the link and come on in, you already gave your shout outs. What upcoming showcases or tournaments do you have coming up this year?
I got MAYB in Wichita, Kansas coming up.
That's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big one for you. What are you looking forward to in that event?
A championship.
I know, silly question, right? Like, add some more to your collection. So how many championships, trophies, medals? How many total do you have at home?
Medals, I got too much to count. Rings, I got 16.
Jeez Louise, you got more than Bill Russell. Man, they gotta name a trophy after you. Man got 16 rings. Look, 7-year career, 16 rings. That's more than Bill Russell. Call my man El Champion. Call my man El Champion. All right, I'm gonna give it 30 more seconds. See if anybody click this link. To come on. Come on, guys. Kaleb, don't bite. While we doing that, Kaleb, let me ask you this: are you a big sneakerhead? Do you have a lot of shoes?
Yeah, I got Jordans, 12s, 11s, 5s, all them.
Man, so you need one of those $400 million contracts, man. If you're gonna have a shoe collection like that. All right. So since you have a big collection, what is your top 3 shoes that you need to take with you when you go into a big tournament or a showcase?
I'll take like my Jordan 1s.
You got a pair of Jordan 1s that you hoop in?
No, I wouldn't hoop in them. Well, you were talking about hooping?
Yeah, that you bring to a tournament. Yeah, your top three.
Oh, Jordan 11s.
Yeah, I was about to say, boy, you gonna hoop
I,
in some
I,
Jordan ones? Those shoes is
I
worth
actually,
something.
whenever I was in third grade, I actually hooped in Jordan 11s. Those were my hoop shoes.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Um, all right. So it don't like nobody's clicking this link. Shame on them. So we will tell you guys. You love this episode. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you'll know every top athlete that we bring on here. Um, and like my co-hosts say, Carlos Rios, shout out that's doing his thing down there in Atlanta. I actually got an update. From them. They are actually watching as we speak. Shout out to the Rios brothers, Carlos and Christian. They went 5-0 this weekend down in Atlanta, and Christian dropped 28 today for their championship game. So shout out to my man Christian. Um, they're going into their junior and senior year in high school, so big things, man. Multiple offers off of this circuit. My man Christian already got 2, so let's keep it going. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. Hit that bell icon so you know anytime we're going live, like we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's is going to be a special episode. Um, we're going to bring our first Caleb. This is going to be our first combat athlete on the show. He does kickboxing, taekwondo, boxing, regular. This kid is for real. He's about your age. He's 11 years old. So we're gonna bring the Sandman on the show, Kevin Velasquez, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Check it out. Share this video. You like my man Caleb? Share this video. And like it. Get those likes up. So that'll tell YouTube you guys like it, and they'll push the episode out so more people can see my man Caleb. So lastly, Caleb, tell them where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram and at Caleb_Lamar03. And that's pretty much it.
All right, gotcha. And if you guys, the link also to Caleb's Instagram is on the description of this video. So on your smartphones, on your device, you just click it and you'll go to Caleb's page and check him out. Man, my man is legit. We definitely gonna bring Caleb back on here again, and we're gonna do this again, Caleb.
Yes,
But
sir.
last thing I want to show you. Do you know what our slogan is?
No.
Shame on you, Caleb, man. You gotta watch our episodes. Now, this is our Be Ready Sports merch is coming out. This is our first thing that we're gonna have. Is our Be Ready Sports t-shirts. Simple. We have our logo on the front, and Caleb, our slogans on the back. Be ready, stay ready. That explains your game. You be ready and you stay ready. All right, so what we're going to do. Oh, last thing, and then also if you guys want to donate to the channel, as you see coming across the screen, you donate Cash App, $Coach THBA Academy. All proceeds go into the channel, and that'll help us grow. As you can see from our past donations, we're able to get these shirts started. So Caleb, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the count out. I did not mean to hit that. I'm gonna do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Then I'm gonna say to be ready, and you say to stay ready, and then we're out. Okay.
Okay.
Just stay backstage for wrap up. We're gonna do a quick wrap up after the show, and then we'll be good to go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So 3, 2, 1. To be ready.
To stay ready.
Yep. And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to his channel. Check out my man Caleb at Caleb underscore Lamar underscore Reynolds on Instagram. Check out his journey and tune in tomorrow. And we out, y'all.